What's going on YouTube? JT is Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, I'll be talking about Batman Superman World's Finest issue number 6. This one is, of course, written by Mark Waid, with the art this time not being done by Dan Mora, but in fact being done by Travis Moore. World's Finest has been a really good series. The last issue, they took down the Devil Nezha and imprisoned him in his tomb, but there was still one plotline that was left unresolved, and that was Dick Grayson being trapped in time. So now they have to go back in time and figure out where he's at and try and bring him back to the present. So overall consensus, I've really enjoyed World's Finest. It's been a very solid series. There hasn't been any real major hiccups or anything like that. All things said, though, I do think this is probably the weakest issue of the 6 issues so far. It's a pretty good one, but there were some bits that left me a little bit disappointed, namely in the fact that in the previous issues, we had Kara and Dick kind of having a bit of a little bit of tension between the two characters, and she certainly felt guilt for the fact that he somehow ended up lost in time. And the fact that she doesn't go back in time and have a little bit of a reconciliation makes it feel a little bit unsatisfying, if I'm being honest. You have her in there, they talk about her guilt and such, but having her in this issue to kind of showcase that without getting the chance to kind of, in some ways, redeem one of her, what she views as a mistakes, and not have that confrontation with Dick, be like, are you okay? And then they kind of reconcile their various tensions, is a little bit disappointing. I think the next story is going to jump to a different plot line, so that aspect to it was a little bit disappointing to me. I feel like she should have gone back in time with Batman and Superman, and then you could have had a nice little moment between the two characters. That's my only real major complaint about this one. That, and like, the story is just Dick, he's working at a circus after he ended up back in time, and he's just trying to help solve the case of these animals. He's trying to prove their innocence, and there's some other like corrupt stuff going on within the circus right here. Some people doing things for money and trying to blame the animals and con people out of money. It's just a simple case, nothing too serious. You get Batman and Robin working together as like a trapeze artist, tapping back into Dick's history with the flying Graysons and the circus and that. So I liked aspects of that. You got Superman showing up in there, and people are like, wow, what a beefcake, look at how strong this guy is. So you got stuff like that there. It's enjoyable. They kind of have some really good artwork in this issue, and them kind of working together and doing their whole Batman, Superman, and Robin thing. So that's all fine and dandy. I just am a little disappointed we didn't get Kara showing up in this issue to kind of drive things home a bit, because like I said, even the issue, they talk about how she was breaking down in tears and feeling sad over the whole situation, and yet she's not one of the people who gets to go back with them. I feel like she should have gone back with Batman and Superman, and then you could have had a better resolve to that particular story. But no other real major complaints about this one. Even then, like, with him being trapped in time, I figured it would have been a little bit more tricky to kind of bring him back, but that just felt kind of like a minor hiccup as opposed to like a real serious problem in terms of him getting lost in the time stream. So it was kind of wrapped up rather easily. It's still a nice issue, but I just felt a little disappointed in some aspects of it. But still pretty good. Travis Moore's artwork is really good as well. I still prefer Dan Mora's, but then again, I think Dan Mora is probably the best artist at DC Comics right now, if I'm being 100% honest. He's just been on fire lately, and there's just no stopping it. So, yeah, there's that. But anyways, if you have any thoughts on Batman Superman World's Finest issue number 6, I think in the last video I talked about me covering issue 5, but I'm like, wait a minute, I already covered issue 5. This is issue 6, Sean. Where are you at right now? It's early in the morning. But if you have any thoughts on this issue, let me know in the comment section down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content. I'll be back later on today to cover the various Dark Crisis tie-ins that came out, and I'm also going to be covering the latest DC versus Vampires All-Out War crossover type issue. But yeah, so next up for Mark Waid, I think there's a new storyline in World's Finest that's going to pick up next month, and then of course we're going to get the Batman versus Robin miniseries, which is supposed to start next month. So we have the final issue of Robin next week, which is going to make me very sad to cover, and then we got a bunch of other stuff. So look forward to all that. All right, well, that's all I got to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.